Hello, and this week's general update. I will try not to mess it up. I was told last week by one of my customers that I spent 8 minutes telling everybody about the other videos in last week's video. Didn't realise I did that, sorry about that. So we'll just get straight into it then. I have done another video for the Royal Mint legal action update, and so have a look at that one. It is 33 minutes long, but the only reason it's long, it's got nothing about coins. It's only for the people that really have put in for that. Because I'm reading the letter that they replied that I got Saturday morning, and I'm reading my reply back to them. That's why it's so long. So that's the Royal Mint update. The news about that, which is why it's worth watching that video, is because I think we've now got them by the short and curlies, and I don't think they've got any argument whatsoever. So I think we're going to win that hands down. And if you're not in it yet and you want to come in it, please come in it. They finally got to releasing some coins back into circulation. So we've got the Sherlock Holmes come into circulation, and they are in the process of releasing that. How long it will take to release however many coins they've made, and no one knows yet how many coins they've made. How long it will take to release them throughout the country, I don't know, but they are appearing on eBay, so we should start finding them pretty soon. We haven't seen them yet though down here in Weymouth, but we should start finding them soon. There is some really good news. And it is seriously worth mentioning because it's going to make a difference to the price of the coins, and it's going to make a difference to how we move forward as a business too. As some of you are aware, we are at the moment, or we've been fighting a war on sort of about, I don't know, half a dozen fronts for the last year. We're fighting a war on the illness side of things. We beat that all right. Been fighting a war with Royal Mint. We're now fighting a war with PayPal. We're now fighting a war with eBay. So we've got those things going on. On all the time for the last 6 months, maybe a year, I've also been fighting a little war with the VAT people and HMRC because we're on the wrong VAT system. I think we're on the wrong VAT system. We should be on the global shipping program. And anybody out there, by the way, that sells coins or stamps or little tiny crafts and that kind of thing, if you're looking at the VAT threshold and one thing and another, there is a thing called the Global Accountancy Shipping Program, or Global Accountancy Program, not shipping, Global Accountancy Program for the VAT. And essentially it is there for people like you and us, people like you, if you're out there, small businesses and so on, doing a similar thing. In that, you pay the VAT on your profit, not on your gross. Now the difference the huge difference is this: we buy a packaged coin, and that I don't make any secrets about it. That packaged coin costs us approximately £6 if we buy it direct from the wholesaler, right? That we have to go through. So it costs us around £6 when we buy them by the 1,000. That is, we have to buy 1,000 to get them at £6, but about that. So we couldn't sell that coin for £8 and sell lots of them because £1.60 would be VAT. You see, so it makes a huge difference. Whereas to sell a coin for £8-9 when you bought it for £6 and you're only paying VAT on the profit that you're making, not on the £8 or £9 that you're selling it for, makes a huge difference on how much you can now sell it for. And it means that we can now move towards an area of competing even with the likes of Change Checker, Westminster Collection, 288 Group, even with the Royal Mint. We will be able to compete with them on their retail price, which we couldn't do before. And a lot of people, this incensed a lot of people because we couldn't compete with the Royal Mint prices, and the Royal Mint sell products retail to you cheaper than what we can sell them to you. So now we can fight back. So thanks to the VAT caving in and us now winning that war, so that war's over, we've now got to choose a date, so it will be within the next couple of months that we switch over. And that means over the next couple of months there's going to be some prices getting reduced to a point where it is just, I was going to say mental not to buy them, but where prices will be reduced where we can properly compete. That's the idea. I had to come in because it was a bit cold and wet out there. Right, so this week's winner, Tracy Murgatroyd. Well done, Tracy. 2,000 points have been added to your account. And this week's voucher code is £5 off if you spend £12.50 or more. So you've got to spend a little bit more, but get a little bit more off. £5 off if you spend £12.50 or more. And the voucher code is Kelly. That's capital letters, KELLY. And don't put a space afterwards, just type it in, Kellie, click apply. So you put your voucher code in when you go to pay. I've also done a little video about agents required. So we're looking for agents to sell on eBay for us, and that will be one of the ways of solving that issue. It's going to be a time-consuming, laborious exercise, so don't expect to be earning fortunes overnight. But you know, if you're not doing anything, I think it suits people low on income and so on. By all means, get in touch. Have a look at the video first and then get in touch. I have possibly, and I'm going to say possibly because it's not been guaranteed yet, but I have been offered 100 undated 20p's and around about 30 or 40 dual date 1992, 1993 Council of Ministers 50p's. So if you're one of the people that's still owed a Kew Gardens or something like that and you want to swap it for something like that, then get in touch and I'll put you on a waiting list for that, just in case that comes off. Because if it comes off, then it'd be nice to sort it out straight away. So just to let you know, and for those of you that want to buy them, just keep watching and we'll let you know as soon as we've got them. We are still taking investments at the minute. I've done a separate video about how the investments work and so on. I haven't done a separate investment update this week because there isn't really anything to update you on. Other than what I've told you before, all of the coins that I recommend that you put your money into from an investment point of view, I've done videos for those, so I don't need to go into those again. I don't really have any news on any other coins at the moment, apart from D-Day and what's the other one, Jake the Cook 19. They're supposed to be coming out this month, in May. Well, we're at the end of May now, so I would imagine that will be coming out anytime soon. Other than that, I haven't really got anything to say on other coins. There's nothing to say on Qs or Northern Islands or Commonwealth or any of that kind of thing at the minute. Working on it is an understatement, but nothing more to say on those at the minute. Except to say, if there was one video I'd point you towards watching, it would be the penny video. I sort of called it the penny in the pond because I sort of put a bit about my pond in it, only for 2 minutes. But it's my favourite video because everything started from a penny. I started this entire business from a single solitary 1 penny coin, without a pot to pee in, without a penny, other than that penny, and that's all I had. I had nothing, no money, no job, no prospects, nothing. So everything came from that penny. That's why the penny listing is my favourite, and why I think it's worth watching and taking notice of the ones I tell you to save. That's it. But you didn't expect it to be over that quick. That's it. That's all we've got this week. I'm not going to take up too much of your time waffling on and going off at tangents. That's it. No more to tell you, and we'll catch up with you again next week. By the way, the voucher code's live for 1 week, and it's gone up now. There are 620 of them available, and it will last for 1 week. And that's it. That's a good reason to subscribe. The more of you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the more of the vouchers that will go up. Many thanks. Bye for now.